Howdy builders, and welcome back to another safety video with Rachel. That's me. Today we're talking about tool and PPE identification. PPE stands for personal protective equipment. So let's get started with the site clothing requirements. So I know you probably have a lot of questions. Hopefully this graphic kind of answers any questions, but feel free to reach out if you have any more. So starting off with the shirt, you need to have sleeves on your shirt, no crop tops, just cover the skin basically from the shoulders down. Don't have any billowing sleeves that might get caught in a tool or something like that. No dangling jewelry for the same reason. So sleeved shirts, any billed shirt is good to go. Now going on to the pants, we want again skin covered from shoulder to toe. So no shorts, no torn pants. Have long pants, leggings are okay. But be warned that this is a construction site, so they might get dirty. So don't bring your favorite pair of jeans that you never want to see a drop of paint on. Now shoes, the main thing is they need to be closed-toed, so no flip-flops, no sandals, stuff like that. So wear sensible shoes, stay away from high heels because the ground at site is very uneven. We have a lot of small rocks and we don't want anybody twisting an ankle. Any shoe that's covers your toes, you're good to go. But again, construction site, so if you have steel toes, that's great. Those will be great out there. If you have like these, like Converse or Vans that you're not worried about getting dirty, those will be great too. So moving on to the PPE identification. So this graphic shows all the PPE we have available on site. The first one, safety glasses, must be worn at all times. So when you enter site, you go to the prototype container to sign in. They're right there. Put them on. Don't take them off. This is a university requirement that's put on us, so we need to be wearing them. You got safety goggles, hearing protection, 2 different types, earmuffs, earplugs. We have 2 different types of masks, a couple different gloves. We have knee pads for when you're working on top of the containers. And we have hard hats. We have a separate video on that. Watch that one. We got face shields and smocks. Smocks are for jobs that require long sleeves, like insulation, and maybe you came in a t-shirt. That's for you. So getting into the basic tool identification, all of these tools are going to be available in the tools container. So you got your tape measure, you got your quick square, your T-square, your levels, carpenter pencil. All that top row is basically for lining out measurements, making sure you're doing straight cuts, things like that. And also on this graphic, I have included some other tools that are used a lot throughout the build process. We got putty knives, chalk lines, box cutters, we got clamps, staple gun. We have a video on how to use that one. The 2 different types of screwdrivers that you kind of need to know. Phillips looks kind of like a cross, flat is a straight line. We got a drill guide block, which we'll probably make another video on, and then just kind of a graphic on showing a bolt versus a washer versus a nut. You'll get experience as you start using these tools, but this is what, if a construction team member asks you, go grab this, this is what you're looking for. So reading a tape measure is very, very important, and it's a skill that everyone really needs to know. It's basically kind of like a ruler, but if you need a refresher, pause the video here, study it, go watch some other videos, but you're going to be expected to know how to do this when you get on site. If you need help, always ask, not a problem. Another tool that we use a lot is chalk lines. So basically you pull the line out and you keep it taut, and then you pull it back and allow it to hit the wall, and that will give you a really nice straight line, kind of shown in this picture, and that's how you refill it. Again, really important skill to know. If you need any more help, don't be afraid to ask. Watch some videos. Good stuff. So we're going to move into our last big topic, which is power tool identification. So we've got power drills, impact drivers, sanders, routers, circular saws, miter saws, jigsaws, sawzalls, grinder, nail guns, and air compressors, all on the site. So for all of these tools, we have made individual safety videos covering how to use each tool safely and kind of what they're used for. So all student supervisors command team members, and adult supervisors will be expected to know how to use all of these tools. But don't worry, we have on-site training at the beginning of the semester where we're going to teach you how to use these things until you feel comfortable. So this kind of moves into our last question on which power tools can a volunteer use. So they can really only use 3: power drills, impact drivers, and sanders. All of the rest of them they need safety training for. And a basic rule of thumb to kind of help you remember is if you need hearing protection to use these tools, a volunteer probably can't do it. But don't worry, there's still plenty of stuff for volunteers to do. They can paint, they can help with insulation, they can help move things, frame things. Still a ton for them to do. So thank you for sticking through this entire presentation. I hope it hasn't been completely boring. But as we finish off all our safety videos, safety is a choice you make. Thanks and gig 'em.